family. I feel really an only child, so I spent like 0 through 7 spending every Christmas being like, I want a baby brother, I want a baby sister at the end. And then I would get toys, and I'm like, where's my baby brother? Where's my baby sister? And then I went through a phase where I was like, this is awesome, because I get everything I want. It was like, Mom, I want this toy. And if I didn't get it that moment, I would get it like a little bit later. So it was great. And then I got to high school, and I was like, okay, now would be a cool time to have that sibling that could either like cover for me. Not that I was bad, but like, it would just be cool. And then I got to college, and I joined a sorority, and I was like, now I have 200 sisters. Half of which I either don't know their name or I don't talk to. But the point was, I have 200 of them, and I gain 100 new more every single year. So, So freshman, I guess senior year of college, I had to write a speech in one of like the BS classes that you take as a senior. Like, I'm only taking it because I have to. So somebody was like, communication studies is great. Or no, I took like speech something. And I thought, this is going to be great. All I have to do is write speeches. Then they told me I had to like say them to the class. And the teacher made us dress up. So one day she made me write about what, by the way, you don't dress up at LSU. And sorority garb is like Nike t-shirts and Nike shorts and a big extra large t-shirt. So dressing up is like putting on real clothes. So I got dressed up one day because she made us write this speech. And I wrote about Lily. And I wrote it about how we did not have a Head Start. We went to middle school together. So I went to middle school with Noah. And apparently, excuse baby ears, I was a huge bitch. Did I say that? I feel like maybe not to my face. It's fine, whatever. I feel like nowadays I could understand that. But like in middle school, whatever, sure. So I went to middle school with Lily. Apparently I was really mean to her. And we started dating, and we didn't get off on like the best foot, because she was just like, why are you dating her?
Look, Lily remembers.
She knows what I'm talking about. I'm not going to tell the story. That would be embarrassing. So we didn't start off on the best foot. So eventually, we had become sisters, even though we are seriously like complete opposites. So I wrote this story about her, and I sent it to Noah, and he was like, that's great. And I made my whole class cry. Because it was basically about how I've always wanted a sister, and even though we didn't start off on the best foot, I really feel like I could call her at any time and say, can you do this for me? And she would drop it and do whatever I needed. So thank you for being the sibling I never got. I'm just saying, I never got it. We tried. I swear.
We're still trying.
That escalated really quick. Thank you. To the engineers that Jordan spoke on behalf of, thank you for taking him off of my hands for a little while. I didn't meet y'all right away, and the only reason I got to meet the other group was because we started dating in high school. That was it. I met Jeff at prom, so I didn't have that much of a head start on y'all.
All right.
So if that makes you feel better. But thank you for kind of leading him, and I really do appreciate you guys, as much as you teach him about it, I do appreciate y'all kind of supporting him in med school, and you give him a hard time, but I know that y'all really do, like, you're proud of him and what he's become, and that's, I really appreciate that. And y'all are next. Fight over who is the next wedding, but in the future. To the people that made me cry today, I don't cry. I will not cry tomorrow, I don't think. He will. I've known some of you since I was 4, and I probably met the most recent person 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and I really feel like y'all are equally as special to me, no matter how long I've known you, because I've got these great friends that are in the room. Thank you to you two, to know grandparents. I lost both my grandfathers a long time ago. You've been amazing. From the first day I met his grandpa, it's been like I was part of the family. You've been so nice to me, and I really appreciate it because I don't remember. I don't have a lot of memories of my grandparents, so y'all are great. To you too, thank you. I'm an only child, so I have this incredible bond with my parents, but to have another set of ears to bounce ideas off of, or to complain about him, because I can't complain about him to my parents because they take his side and they take my side. So if I'm complaining, I automatically call his mom. If I call my mom, she's like, oh, just give, he's busy, he's stressed. Whereas his mom's like, it's just an ass. And I automatically feel better. But no, thank you so much. I mean, when I was little, in my parents' guest bathroom, there's this cabinet, and it's got white paint on it, and I used to hide crayons in there and write on the door. And when I was little, I would write, first I was going to marry a guy named Brian, because Brian was my favorite Backstreet Boy. So my husband's name was going to be Brian. And then when I was 7, I was like, I'm going to marry a doctor. No matter what, I'm marrying a doctor. So then I was like, I'm going to be an engineer. I was like, he was like, I'm going to be a doctor. Dream come true. But I feel like when you're in high school, you think, you started dating in high school, but when you're really young, you just sort of have this like grand idea in your head of, I'm going to start dating somebody in high school, we're going to fall in love, we're going to date all through college and never break up, he's going to propose to me, and we're going to get married, and we're going to start popping out redheaded babies. The babies are not coming anytime soon. But you have this dream in your head. Every girl has it, let's be real. And I feel lucky that I found him when I was 16. And when I was 16, if you had told me I would marry him, I would have said no, because I remembered him being this like bleach blonde, brace nerd in middle school, and I was like, no. And then Justin LaPoople, we were at summer camp, we met, and I'm sitting behind him, I'm sitting next to Justin, I'm like, who is that guy in the camo hat? I was like, I swear to you, I turned to him, I was like, he is hot. Who is that? He's like, that's Noah McGill, and I was like, ew. No. When I knew him, he had bleach blonde hair and he had braces, and he was like, yeah, he grew up. And now I love him more than I could ever imagine loving somebody in the entire world. You are perfect for me. Not perfect, but you're perfect for me. And I am so excited that everybody in this room is going to be a part of tomorrow. Whether you're my friend, or whether you're Noah's friend, or you've known both of us equally as long, I'm just so excited that everybody, including the sleeping flower girl, it's going to be, she's knocked out a long time ago.
She's asleep, okay.
I'm just so excited that everybody's going to be here tomorrow and celebrating with us and standing next to us and being a part of our big day. If I don't get to personally talk to you tomorrow, I love you. Noah loves you. He's not going to talk.
Oh, she is? He is?
Well, stand up then. Wedding has been postponed till further notice. I told you it was bad.
beside the obvious, thank you for coming. I know everybody traveled a long ways to be here, and I really appreciate it. Everybody from out of town, from Minnesota, Texas, Alabama, I appreciate everybody coming. And I was going to save the story for your card tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Now I think I'm just going to say it now.
Wait, what are you going to write on the card?
It's going to change now. So originally I was going to give her a card with her gift tomorrow, and I was going to tell her a story about when I was young. When I was little, I always watched movies and everything, and I always saw guys with girls, but I never had the best luck.
You could put it that way, I guess.
I remember as a kid, maybe 5 or 6 years old, laying in the bed at night, wondering, I am never gonna have a girlfriend. This is the worst. I was totally distraught about it. And I got to where I was in middle school, I was like, I'm coming into my own, and nope. This is my time. And I remember sitting there some nights, crying about not, I'm never gonna find somebody for me. And then I just stumbled on you.
Can you tell them how you think I was in love with you in 3rd grade?
She was in love with me in 3rd grade. That's off topic. And
It's not part of the story. It's chronologically.
All that time I spent alone trying to find somebody, and literally she was sitting in the back of me in the theater my entire life, right next to me. I never saw her until then. And I just want to say that I'm looking forward to a life with you, and I couldn't be happier. And I don't know how I'm going to contain myself tomorrow. Okay? And